Sweet home Alabama. See this shit? To the day I fucking die. I'm gonna start that every intro, man, after a win, but like. What up, everybody? It's Bucktide. Back at it with a recap video. And I'm in a loss of words. And I thought I was gonna rage on this video. But man, I decided to keep my emotions in check. Because that's the kind of person I ultimately am. So, let's talk for real. Let's talk like normal fans. Let's not have any heated discussions, man. Let's just fucking talk. Let's talk about all the issues. First of all, you know I rock this in every video. Win, lose, or ties, roll tide to the day I die. You know this. All right, man. So first off, let's congratulate the Tide on ultimately the goal of the game is to win. Alabama comes out on top over Ole Miss on Saturday night, October 10th, 2020 in Oxford, Mississippi. Come out on top 63-48. Some interesting shit's going on, man. But 48 motherfucking points to Ole Miss, huh? That's not going to get it done. Thank God. Najee Harris. Way to go off. That must be the best performance of a running back for Alabama I've ever seen in my lifetime. That and like, aside from like Derrick Henry when he got like 210 yards on LSU in the 2015, and like what 2 or 3 touchdowns, but they're all like 1-yard touchdown runs by Derrick Henry. This one, Najee ran for 5 touchdowns, and he finally had a scoring run more than like outside the red zone. He had like 2 of those tonight, I think. And I'm very happy for him. Now, he may not be in the Heisman discussion still. I mean, he has 10 rushing touchdowns on the season now because he had 5 coming in, and now he had 5 in this game. So, but ultimately, Mac Jones, man, 4 incompletions, 28 of 32. That's 4 incompletions, and 417 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He played a great game today, too. He may be back in the Heisman discussion. He's not throwing out a bunch of touchdowns, but like throwing out some yards in there, man. He's letting, I had a feeling this is what we're going to have to do. How would the 2 offense look like? We're letting our 2 best receivers and maybe John Mitchell getting a little bit more in there, making plays, man. I love it. But I had a headache, man, the whole damn game. This is the first time in a long time. I mean, I know we gave up 48 points to Auburn last year and 46 to LSU last year in those losses that we had, both of our losses last year. But, man, this is just different. Like, every time we score, they come back and score. This is horrible. Fucking horrible. I don't know what it is. I thought we had a better defense this year than the last year. I thought Dylan Moses at least solved half of our problems, but he ain't doing shit, man. He got called for some pass interference, man, and I don't think he had a great game, Dylan Moses. And the whole entire defense is to blame, man. We had like 2 sacks near the end, but like, I think they just kind of gave up at the end. But like, still, that's no excuse, man. There's too much talent across the board for us to be playing like this. It has to be a coaching issue. Pete Golding needs to be fired by tonight. Especially if Stetson Bennett fucking torches us next week. Because as you know, Georgia's offense may not look as impressive, but they're pretty efficient. Especially with those running backs. They have animals at receiver, man, and our DBs are fucking garbage. I don't know what we have to recruit at DB, man. Do we need Corey Raymond from LSU? I mean, I know LSU is not putting up great stats this year on defense, but over the course of the last decade, man, LSU has been DBU, so like, I've always had to admit it, even though we beaten them a lot of times the past decade, they always had a better secondary, and I have to admit that as a realistic fan watching the game, I'm real. Like, I call things the way I see it. I ain't no delusional fan. Like them Tennessee fans who actually thought they was going to beat Georgia. I mean, it was looking at that at the beginning, though. They had a reason to believe. I'll give them that. But, man, I know I'm going a little off topic here, but I want to talk a bit about that Georgia game because that's who we're facing next week. We got to take notes right now. I mean, we get some time. We get to celebrate. Like I said before, I know this game gave us all headaches because our defense was fucking poor. We get up, I think, like 650 or 660 or 670 something total yards, somewhere around there, between 640 and 680 yards of fucking total offense we gave up. I think that's been the most under Nick Saban. It has to be. This is horrible, man. So glad Ole Miss defense is just piss poor. Otherwise, we may have fucking lost this game easily. We would have lost this damn game if Ole Miss had just an inch of decency on their defense. Our running backs are good. The two starting receivers plus John Mechie are pretty good. We got some decent tight ends that can make some impact here and there. Forrestal and I think that was the only tight end that really did some shit. Yeah, Forrestal. Otherwise, it's Devontae Smith, John Mechie, and Jalen Waddle. With Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle both had like over 150 receiving yards, or they both had 100 receiving yards. So that's good. I like how that's going. I think the SEC has just changed so much, man. It's become like the Big 12 and the Pac-12. All the spread offenses are coming in. I mean, I know LSU doesn't look great this season after they had the best season of all time last year. Tons of depleted talent for them, and they lose 45-41 over Missouri. But like, yeah, their defense is their problem. I don't know what's going on there, but I know their quarterback Miles Brennan, he's actually putting up some good numbers this year. He's balling out. And all three starts, he's throwing at least 300 yards, which today he threw for like, I believe, 430 and 4 touchdowns. So he's putting up what Joe Burrow could put up. That's what I've seen because I watch every game, so I know a lot about this shit. So but even LSU has basically become a spread. They love to throw the ball more because, like, I think they only had like fucking 40-something rush yards, 45 or some shit, or 46. It's just pathetic what they had on rushing. Thank God we was able to rush the ball. We was able to be balanced today. I think we threw the ball very well. We ran the ball very well. Najee really gave us. He really just balled out after him losing his when he had another touchdown. He fumbled that ball, gave Ole Miss another possession. I believe they scored off that. I like the way he responded after that. You just put the turnover behind you, put the mistake behind you, and just keep on balling, man. You have a long game. That's what I love about this. And at the end of the day, we got the job done, and we have to enjoy the win. Like I said, we have to enjoy every single win in the Saban era because, like I said, when he leaves us, it ain't gonna be like this. Trust me, it ain't gonna be good. So we better enjoy while we can, like every single win, no matter what. I know it's basically a bad game, but we ultimately got the job done, so we have to enjoy this. Take a minute, just enjoy and look at the positives. Work on the negatives. There's always something to work on. We have a lot of shit to get better at, man. On the defensive side of the ball, we have a lot to get better at. So, because we have a big game next week at home. 7 p.m. Central Time, because I live in Texas. So Central Time for me. On CBS in Tuscaloosa. We got Georgia the Bulldogs coming to town. And man, their defense is fucking scary. Mac Jones, if the offensive line doesn't step up, it's gonna be bad. Because that D-line, Tennessee has a pretty damn good O-line, okay? And Georgia they ended up, especially in the second half, they rattled Tennessee around, man. They rattled the quarterback, forced him into some fumbles, especially took one of those fumbles for a score. A bunch of shit happened, man. We gotta get better. That's all I'm saying. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm just glad I got this game over with, man. I had a heart attack when it was tied, man. When it always was tied. And excuse me. But there are a lot of positives you can take from it too, and we have to keep building. We got a big game next week, and I just don't know what to think right now. I don't even want to think. I want to just enjoy this one for some more time before I focus on Georgia. That's how I'm going to take this. So, but man, this is just, I don't know what needs to be done on the defensive side of the ball. Whether we need to recruit better players, because I thought we've been recruiting pretty damn well, or is it Pete Golding? Is it ultimately Pete Golding as the same thing I thought last year? It may be. We'll have to see for the rest of the season. Because we look atrocious right now. Is it that? Or could it just be Ole Miss is going to do that to every single team they play this year? We'll find out also that. But we haven't looked great. We have not looked like the Kirby Smart defense we used to be. So we're now more leaning on the offense ever since Tua got here. That's when Jeremy Pruitt left us for Tennessee. Tua became the starting quarterback, and the focus became more offense. The defense just got worse. It's been digressing, man. And I wonder what Nick Saban's going to... It has the game past Nick Saban on defense? Are teams just going to score on him now? Is this what's going to happen? I don't know. But I need answers soon. And I want to see what this is about. If the game has passed them, you know what can we say? It happens to probably every coach at some point. And we had a great run. But let's see, Like I said, no matter what, win, lose, or tie, it's roll tide to the day I die. Subscribe to this channel. Comment below. Let's talk about this game. Talk about the next game. It's a really big one we have. Like the video if y'all feel like it. You don't have to if you don't feel like it. Just I'm glad I got to come on here and share my thoughts, because that's what I like to do. I'm a football nut, especially college football, especially for my boys at the Alabama Crimson Tide. Let's just get better, man. That's all I'm hoping for. I'm right now very uncertain about whether we can make it to a national title. But roll damn tide. See, I'll probably be doing I got really busy this week, so I forgot to do a preview video for this week. But I will probably do a preview on either Thursday or Friday for the Georgia game, and every single game. I'll do my very best to do it, and it probably will happen. So be on the lookout. Once again, roll damn tide, and I'll see y'all next week. Be ready to beat the Bulldogs.